Welcome back to another episode of Nightmares and News, where we pride ourselves on bringing you spooky updates on all things horror and the latest in horror news. Make sure to follow so you never miss an update from the Horror Burrito, because today we talk The Wolf Among Us 2, coming next year. The Wolf Among Us Remastered, coming holiday 2026. As Jeff Cayley said, it's been a long time since we last heard about The Wolf Among Us 2. Luckily, Telltale, Big Buy, and company back next year when the game finally launches. But in the meantime, fans can re-experience the original when The Wolf Among Us Remastered launches this holiday season. Set after the events of the original game, The Wolf Among Us 2 returns players to the shadowy streets of Fabletown, where fairy tale characters live hidden among humans in modern-day New York. As tensions rise and long-swimming power struggles threaten to erupt, Snow White struggles to maintain order while new forces move to reshape the city's underworld. When a brutal series of crimes threaten to fracture the fragile balance holding Fabletown together, Big Buy Wolf, sheriff of Fabletown, finds himself drawn into a dangerous conspiracy that reaches deep into the city's criminal underworld. As suspicion spreads across the city and powerful forces work against him, Big Buy must uncover the truth and decide what kind of sheriff, or what kind of wolf, he's willing to become. Meanwhile, Telltale Games and co-publisher PM Studios also announced The Wolf Among Us Remastered, which will launch on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch 2, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam and Epic Games Store, as well as physical editions to follow. Special 10th anniversary livestream event for Dead by Daylight set for June 14th. By this point, everyone knows that Jason Voorhees is headed back to Dead by Daylight in a matter of weeks. What might get lost in the excitement is the fact that Dead by Daylight is also celebrating its 10th anniversary this month. And as such, Behavior Interactive has invited fans to a special livestream event on June 14th via a new trailer that debuted at Summer Game Fest. Obviously, we don't know just what yet Behavior Interactive has in store for its fans, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? Meanwhile, Jason is known in-game as the Slasher, will be arriving in Dead by Daylight on June 16th. Currently, he's available to play as part of the Steam public test build. Capcom finally reveals Resident Evil Veronica coming in 2027. Capcom has kicked off Summer Game Fest in a huge way with the reveal of the long-awaited Resident Evil Veronica, a remake of the 2000 Dreamcast title Code Veronica, coming 2027 to Steam, PlayStation 5, and the Xbox Series. No other details on the remake were released other than a creepy new teaser, which has Claire visiting Chris in Paris before being kidnapped. The trailer also seems to imply that the game is taking the first-person route, akin to the Resident Evil 7. However, Capcom also could be doing what they've done with Resident Evil Requiem, offering both third and first-person perspective options. The Backrooms Lost tape finds its way to PlayStation 5. If you haven't gotten your fill of the Backrooms yet, after the success of Kane Parsons' film, Cortez Productions and Prep Games are here to fix that. Launching the Backrooms Lost tape on PlayStation 5, originally released on Steam back in 2022, the Backrooms Lost tape ushers you back quite literally into the movie theater. Separated into two chapters, or tapes, you'll first play as an usher, Josh, who accidentally falls into the backrooms. As you explore, you will be desperately trying to unravel the mysteries of the entwined, sprawling yellow rooms to find any means of escape. Each empty space may not be as empty as it seems. Malevolent entities stand in your way of freedom. With the second tape, in an intense mission to find out what happened to Josh, more of the haunting story unfolds. Take a deeper dive into the unsettling and eerie world as this chapter introduces its own unique challenges. Will Nicholas ever discover its secrets and find out what happened to Josh? The PlayStation 5 release of the Backrooms Lost tape coincides with the major update for the Steam version, which has seen the game upgraded to Unreal Engine 5.6. That also entails updated visuals, full control support, and various bug fixes. Alien Isolation 2 revealed, bringing players planetside. After teasing fans last month, Creative Assembly has officially pulled back the curtain on Alien Isolation 2. It's currently in development for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and the Nintendo Switch 2, with the game taking place in the colony known as Kurosaki Station. The next chapter in the Alien Isolation series, Alien Isolation 2, will bring players face-to-face once more with cinema's deadliest killer, Alien Xenomorph. With a brand new setting, story, and protagonist, players will embrace a whole new adventure while experiencing the same deadly tension which established the original game as the ultimate survival horror experience. On a remote storm-ravaged colony world, players will endure the elements as they navigate the planet's surface and explore the claustrophobic confines of the Weyland Utanari outpost of Kurosaki Station. It's a hunting ground for the alien, forcing the players to improvise and develop new tools, techniques, and tactics to survive the deadly game of cat and mouse. Alien Isolation 2 is now available to wishlist on Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox, with the Nintendo Switch 2 to follow soon. Netflix renews Devil May Cry for third and final season. Netflix announced the fan-favorite series Devil May Cry has been renewed for a third and final season following the recent debut of Season 2. Created by Castlevania showrunner Adi Shankar, The animated adaptation of the popular Capcom game introduces a world where sinister forces seek to open a portal between the human and demon realms. Caught in the middle is an orphan demon hunter for hire, Dante, unaware that the fate of the balance falls to him. For those of you who haven't been paying attention to the episode's names, they have been showing you the structure of the entire time. This is always Dante's Divine Comedy with guns and a red coat. Season 1 was Inferno, Season 2 was Purgatoro, Season 3 will be Paradiso. These 3 seasons make up the Forced Edge saga. Spirit Halloween launches Summerween 2026 with Terrifier Pool Party Collection. Every season can be Halloween with a little imagination, right? Our friends at Spirit Halloween are determined to make sure you have a scary little summer with their new Summerween lineup, which kicks off this week with a killer new Terrifier Pool Party Collection that features everything from a Terrifier beach towel to an Art the Clown pool float. The exclusive limited time collection is available now while supplies last. Art the Clown has haunted the streets of Miles County on Halloween and the holidays, and now Spirit is helping him take a stab at summer. The officially licensed collaboration arrives as the Summerween movement, a midsummer celebration of spooky culture, reaches a fever pitch with hashtag Summerween, amassing over 34.7 billion views and counting. The horror fandom doesn't hibernate in the heat. Bringing Terrifier's Art the Clown into summer, we're giving Halloween fans the year-round scares they demand. Quote the PR of Spirit Halloween. And that's all the news I have for you today, my lovely fiends. Stay spooky, keep those claws sharp, and consume more souls of the living. I've been your host, Bumps of the Night, and I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, please consider clicking some of the buttons, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, are all fantastic ways to make sure I can bring you more news on the daily. No matter what you do, just know I appreciate your viewership, and I'll scare you in the next one.